Islamabad has reaffirmed its ironclad commitment to the One China principle. In a formal statement from the Foreign Office following the strategic dialogue in Beijing, Pakistan officially categorized Taiwan as an inalienable part of Chinese territory. The FO spokesperson reiterated that Pakistan rejects Taiwan independence in any form and supports China's efforts to defend its territorial integrity, particularly against external interference. This comes as both nations prepare to celebrate the 75th anniversary of diplomatic ties. Tensions in the Middle East have escalated as the USS Abraham Lincoln carrier strike group officially entered the North Arabian Sea on January 26. Backed by the destroyers USS Spruance and USS Michael Murphy, the strike group is positioned to shorten reaction times for air operations. The Pentagon stated the move is a response to heightened regional instability and Iran's domestic crackdowns, while analysts view it as a coercive deterrent to prevent Tehran from escalating proxy attacks during ongoing US-led diplomatic talks. In a significant blow to New Delhi's regional influence, the interim government in Dhaka has officially cancelled the long-stalled Indian-backed economic zone project in Chattogram. The Bangladesh Investment Development Authority, BIDA, announced that the 850-acre site in Mirsarai, originally earmarked for Indian investors in 2015, will now be repurposed as a military economic zone. The move reflects a sharp downturn in bilateral ties and a pivot toward domestic defense production over foreign-managed industrial parks. Simultaneous with the project cancellation, the Bangladesh Air Force has signed a major government-to-government deal with China Electronics Technology Group, (CTC), to launch domestic drone production. The agreement, signed in Dhaka, includes a comprehensive technology transfer program. Under this pact, Bangladesh will manufacture and assemble medium-altitude long-endurance (MALE) and vertical takeoff and landing (VTOL) UAVs, signaling a definitive shift toward Chinese hardware to secure its surveillance and defense requirements. From Gwadar to Washington, this is Pact Geo Defense Update, Pakistan's voice in the world of defense and geopolitics. Please subscribe. Pakistan has solidified its position as a primary security actor in Eurasia. Islamabad has officially assumed the chairmanship of the SCO's Regional Anti-Terrorist Structure, RATS, for the 2025 to 2026 term. As chair, Pakistan is spearheading a series of specialized seminars on cyber counterterrorism and the prevention of terrorist financing. The Foreign Office stated that this leadership role reflects the trust and confidence of member states in Pakistan's counterinsurgency expertise. Beyond security, Pakistan is using the Tashkent-based RATS platform to coordinate border security protocols and joint intelligence databases, effectively positioning itself as the bridge between SCO members and the shifting security landscape in Afghanistan. A massive logistical shift is underway as Pakistan and China operationalize the China-Gwadar-Africa shipping corridor. Under a 5-year maritime action plan, Gwadar has been officially designated as a green port hub. The corridor includes 5 specialized feeder routes and a network of bonded warehouses to facilitate trade with East African markets. The plan also involves the relocation of car manufacturing and petrochemical units from China to the Gwadar North Free Zone. This corridor isn't just a trade route, it's a strategic realignment intended to link the CPEC infrastructure directly to the African continent, bypassing traditional bottlenecks and generating an estimated 25,000 local jobs. The Singapore Airshow 2026 has become the stage for a dramatic display of air power competition. The debut of the J-10C, widely regarded as the backbone of the PAF's high-tech fleet, alongside Malaysia's 30 MKM, has signaled an intensifying rivalry in the Indo-Pacific skies. While the Australian F-35A makes its first appearance, the presence of the Chinese-made J-10C and the Indian Sarang display team highlights the fractured nature of regional defense procurement. Analysts at the show noted that the Sino-Russian hardware on display is no longer seen as secondary, but as a direct challenge to Western air superiority in the region, with several Southeast Asian nations now weighing Chinese platforms for their next-generation requirements. In a grim development in Eastern Europe, a Russian drone strike targeted a passenger train in Ukraine's Kharkiv region, killing at least 12 people. The train, which was transporting nearly 200 civilians, was hit near a village during an overnight barrage of more than 50 drones. President Zelensky has labeled the attack pure terrorism, noting that the train was operating far from active military fronts. The strike comes at a critical time as US-brokered talks in the UAE struggle to gain traction, with Kyiv warning that such attacks on civilian infrastructure are designed to erode the diplomacy currently underway and undermine peace efforts before the next round of negotiations in February. In New Delhi, India and the European Union have signed a landmark security and defense partnership on the sidelines of the 16th India-EU summit. Signed by Dr. S. Jaishankar and EU High Representative Kaja Kallas, the Pact establishes a framework for cooperation in maritime security, cyber defense, and counter-terrorism. Crucially, the agreement includes a joint strategic agenda aiming for 2030, which seeks to expand market access for Indian military equipment in Europe and foster joint development in emerging technologies like AI. This pact signals Europe's desire to diversify its security partners in the Indo-Pacific, treating India as a predictable and like-minded pillar in an increasingly complex geopolitical environment. A high-level Pakistani delegation led by President Asif Ali Zardari met with UAE President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan in Abu Dhabi today. The meeting focused on upgrading the bilateral relationship to a comprehensive strategic partnership. Key discussions centered on investment in Pakistan's energy and infrastructure sectors, as well as technology exchanges. President Zardari expressed appreciation for the UAE's continued support during Pakistan's economic stabilization efforts. The visit, which included Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi and Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, underscores the enduring nature of the brotherly ties between the two nations, even as the UAE explores deeper defense manufacturing deals with India. Finally, a major economic projection from the Ministry of Planning: Pakistan's mineral exports could reach $6 to $8 billion annually within the next few years. Planning Minister Ahsan Iqbal, speaking at the Pact China Mineral Cooperation Forum, highlighted that despite possessing an estimated $8 trillion in mineral wealth, exports currently hover around $2 billion. The CPEC 2.0 inches framework aims to bridge this gap by linking mineral-rich regions in Balochistan directly to Gwadar port through dedicated corridors. That's enough for today. Share your thoughts in comments section, and please answer today's question.